Okay. So let me know once you are able to see my screen, guys. Able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Today we are going to discuss about the most frequently asked interview questions about the topic called polymorphism. So we'll use polymorphism. Only compile time polymorphism will use in real time. So mostly will not use runtime polymorphism in real time. But I'm going to cover both runtime and compile time polymorphism because polymorphism is a definite interview question, guys. So 100% interview you'll get interview question in any interview. So whether it may be a 1 year or 2 year or 5 year or 10 years, so there is no matter of your experience. So any kind of experience people will get this interview question because this is little tricky. So first of all, what is polymorphism? So poly means many. Poly means many. So we are going to use same method name many times in a same class or a different class. This is nothing but polymorphism, guys. Same method name can be used differently, in different ways. Differently in different ways is nothing but polymorphism, guys. So is nothing but polymorphism. So a method name can be used multiple times or same method name can be used differently in different ways is nothing but polymorphism. Poly means many, morphism means method. So the same method can be used many times in our code is nothing but polymorphism, guys. In Java, we have two types of polymorphism are there. First one is compile time polymorphism or method overloading. So compile time, let me copy this one. So compile time polymorphism or method overloading. Some interviewers may ask, like, what is the difference between method overloading or method overriding? Some interviewers may ask, what is the difference between runtime polymorphism and compile time polymorphism? So here, just remember like this, guys, run. So runtime polymorphism and overriding. So this rhyming, just remember the rhyming, guys. Runtime polymorphism and method overriding are same, and compile time polymorphism and method overloading are same. So the same method name can be used more than one time in our class is nothing but polymorphism. Same method name can be used differently in different ways is nothing but polymorphism. So if you have any questions as of now, you can ask, guys. Okay, so now what is a method overloading or what is compile time polymorphism? Observe carefully, guys. Same class or one or same class contains more than one method. Same class contains more than one method with the same method name and with the different parameters. And with different parameters is nothing but compile time polymorphism. Same class or one class. So same class contains more than one method with the same method name and with same different parameters. Same method name and with the different parameters is nothing but compile time polymorphism or method overloading. And in our today's class, guys, we are going to learn only methods. And the next thing is, so here we can overload any method. We can overload normal methods, we can overload constructor methods, we can overload static methods, and we can overload final methods. So we can overload any kind of methods, guys, whether it may be a normal or whether it may be a constructor, whether it may be static or final methods. So normal methods and constructors methods we have seen, right? Static is nothing but by using static keyword, we are going to create method, that is nothing but static method. And by using final keyword, we are going to create methods, guys. We are going to create methods. One class contains more than one method with the same method name and with different parameters is nothing but compile time polymorphism or method overloading. We can overload any kind of methods, whether it may be a normal method or constructor method, static method, or final methods. So now let me show you in the coding, guys. See here, I'm going to create one class. So method overloading, So finish. Observe carefully, guys. So now I'm going to create constructor method. How to create constructor methods, ma? How to create constructor methods? Help of class name, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to create a methods. Ma, see here, guys. You can create default method or you can create a parameterized method as well. Ma, see here. I'm going to pass into number here. Later on, see here, ma, system.out.println. See here, guys. So I'm in method overloading. See here, I'm in method overloading constructor method. So I'm in method overloading integer data type constructor method. Because so here we are using integer data type, right? Now I'm going to copy this one, guys. See here, I'm going to copy this one. Now a method name is same and here parameters is also same, right? Now I'm going to add another parameter. Now I'm going to add another parameter. Just a second, guys. So see here, I'm going to add another parameter. So here, this is nothing but method overloading. See here, method name is common. So method name is common. But see here, guys, method name is common, but the parameters is different. See here, we are passing single parameter and here we are passing two parameters. If I remove this one, see here, here both contain single parameter only, but the data type is different. This is also method overloading, guys. So these are the interview questions, ma. I'm covering all the interview questions. This is also method overloading. And if you add more than one data type also, it is also method overloading because here we are adding two data types and here we have added only one data type. See here, ma, I'm in method overloading two data type constructor method. See here, if you want, you can pass that parameter as well. See here, number, I'm going to pass number, guys. And I'm going to pass name as well. I'm going to pass name as well. See here, I'm going to pass name as well. And here also, I'm going to pass number as well. So how to call constructor methods in main method? Can I call directly like this? How to call constructor methods in main method? Just by creating object, right? See here, I'm going to create object now. See here, method overloading mo equal to, see here, mo equal to, so new method overloading. That's it, guys. See here, do we have any default method here? No, that is the reason it is showing error, but if I pass, see here, I'm passing 78. See here, are you able to see any error now? No, right?
No.
So let me copy this one. See here, now I'm going to change this one. So I'm going to create another object as well. So here along with integer, I'm going to pass, see here, along with integer, I'm going to pass Gautam as well. See here. So here, if I call this particular method, which constructor method it will call, guys? It will call the second constructor method, right? Because we are passing two parameters, guys. Are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
if I call first method, which method it will call? First one or second one?
First one.
So first one it will call. So now let me execute, guys. See here, I'm in method overloading, integer data type, constructor method 78, and the remaining 78 and Gautam. So we can overload constructor methods more. So now I'm going to add normal methods, guys. So normal methods means simple, guys. See here, public void Sangram. See here, ma, public void Sangram. It is my method name. See here, guys. So I don't want to add any data types here, guys. So I'm not adding any data types here, ma. SYSO. See here, SYSO. I am in Sangram default method. See here, guys, I am in Sangram default method. So now I'm going to overload this method. See here, I'm going to pass Boolean value here. So simple, I'm going to pass Boolean value here. So there is no constraint for the data types, guys. You can use any data type here. So I am in Sangram parameter. So this is a parameterized method, right? So parameterized method. So parameterized method. So here I'm going to pass the value. So here I'm going to pass the value. How to call normal methods in main method? Can we call directly? No. So by using object only, we can call Sangram. See here, object dot Sangram, and here one dot. See here Boolean value. We need to pass either true or false, guys. I'm using false. See, if I call first method, it will call default normal method. If I call second method, it will call the parameterized normal method. Let me execute now. Are you able to see, guys? Are you able to see the output?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions as of now in constructor methods or normal methods overloading? Okay. Now I am going to create static methods. Observe carefully, guys. Not static methods, final methods, guys. So final method. See here, ma'am. So I'm going to create a method with the final keyword. This is nothing but final method, ma'am. Final Sangram method or final. See here. So Saujanya method. So this is final Saujanya method, and here also it is final Saujanya method. See here, ma. So here I am using long value. So here I am using long value. See here I am in final Saujanya default method. I am in final Saujanya parameterized method. So if you want, so here you can use integer as well. So you can use integer as well. So this is method overloading. Guys. See here parameters are different, but the method names is same. So if you want to call the final methods in main method, so do we need object or not, guys? We need object, except the static method. So if you want to call any variables or any methods, so we need object, guys. See here mo1 dot. See here final Saujanya method. So here I'm going to pass 100. I'm going to pass 100 and mo1 dot final Saujanya method. See here, final Saujanya method. So here I'm going to pass some long value. See here I'm going to pass some long value here. See here, guys, if I call this one, it will call integer. If I call this one, it will call long value. So based on the parameters, our code will work, guys. Based on the parameters, our code will work. Let me execute, guys. Are you able to see the output?
Yes, ma'am.
So now, and the final one is static methods, guys. The final one is static methods. So here, instead of using a final keyword, I'm going to use static keyword. See here, static. So here also static. And here I'm going to use static Niharika method. See here, my static Niharika method, and here static Niharika method. So have you got any question, guys? Because here we are using the same parameter, here we are using the same parameter. But parameters we can use, but here the method name is different, right? So here we are using final method, here we are using static method. So this is static method overloading. Static methods overloading. And this is final methods overloading. And here normal methods overloading. This is constructor methods overloading. These are the static methods. So if I want to call these static methods, so I need to call these static methods in the main method. Do we need object or not, guys? Do I need object to call the static methods? No, because this is also static and this is also static, guys. See here, I'm going to call static methods directly. So static Niharika, I'm going to pass 89. And see here, guys, static Niharika, I'm going to pass some number. See here, I call first one, it will call the integer parameter. And if I call the second one, it will call the second method. And the parameter is long parameter. So this is nothing but method overloading, guys. Means a class here, a class contains more than one method with the same method name, but parameters is different. So we can overload constructor methods, we can overload normal methods, we can overload final methods, and we can overload static methods as well. We can overload static methods as well. Let me execute. See here. Are you able to see the output? Are we able to overload all the methods, or are we facing any issues? We haven't faced any issues, right? So each and every method is working fine, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you have any questions on method overloading, you can ask, guys.
Ma'am, can we pass arrays also in the as a
Yes,
parameter?
you can pass arrays as well, but you need to modify the code here. So if you see here, let me add age here. This is an array, right? So here you can add like this. And if you want, you can add, see here, what is this method? Static Niharika, right? 89, 90. Are you able to see? Is it allowing? So we are
No.
passing array, right? See here, why it is not allowing? Static Niharika in that type method overloading is not applicable for the argument int, int. Are you able to see?
Yes.
So you can pass, but you can only, you can add integer, arrays as well, but here, let me add. So here, 89, 90. Are you able to see? Are you able to see the, issue?
Yes, ma'am.
So here we can add, but if you want to pass anything like this, we need to convert the code as well. We need to convert the code, otherwise it will not work. See here, I'm passing only 89 here. So now it is working. See here, it is considered. See here, it is considered. It is considering it as a long value. But see here, int a. So here we are passing a values as what? So now what we need to do? Integer age 1 are you able to see? Like this we need to add 90, 89, 78, 89, 90. Are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
So here we need to add like this. See here, are you able to observe the difference, guys? First of all, we are passing parameters as arrays, and you need to pass array only here. Understand? See if I
Yes.
execute now. Are you able to see? So let me change this one. See here, this is static Niharika, right? Okay, not final Saujanya. Static Niharika message and static Niharika message. So let me add age here as well. And here, if I pass age as well, it will not work. Okay. Anyways, let me add. Are you able to see? I@5ACF9800. Why it is displaying like this? Because we can't read that particular values. So if you want to read, you can use off 1, off 2 like that. See, if you use off 1, see here, it will return 989. Are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can also pass arrays as parameters, but you should also pass the array object only here in the method.
Okay.
Is it clear, everyone? Safdar, Gautam, Sangram?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. And the next thing is method overriding. See, let me copy same points. Compile time polymorphism, and the next thing is runtime polymorphism or method overriding, guys. Method overriding. See here, more than one class. See, more than one class contains same method name. Observe, guys. More than one class contains same method name with same parameters. With the same parameters. See here, more than one class contains same method name with same parameters is nothing but a runtime polymorphism or method overriding, guys, or method overriding. Same class. If one class contains more than one method with the same method name and with same parameters is nothing but method of overloading. But more than one class contains the same method with the same parameters and each and everything should be same in more than one class is nothing but runtime polymorphism or method overriding, guys. And here extends means inheritance is mandatory. Inheritance is mandatory in method overriding. That means a child class should extend from parent class, then only we can say it is a method overriding. And the next thing is, see here, we can overload normal methods and we can overload static methods only. So we can we can override, not overload. We can override normal methods and static methods, but we cannot override. Observe carefully, guys. We cannot override constructor methods and final methods. And final methods because final variable is not reinitialized. Final method cannot be override because final method is static. Once you declare final method, so you cannot override, means you cannot reuse. You if you want, you can reuse, but you can't duplicate. You can't create the same method in both parent and child class. Now parent and child class, guys. See here, more than one class contains the same method name with same parameters is nothing but runtime polymorphism. See here, I'm going to copy and I'm going to use this one. Control A, Control C. See here, guys. Method overriding. See, observe carefully. Method overriding, guys. And here I'm going to use, observe, I'm going to use extends keyword. I'm going to use extends keyword. See here, this is my child class and this is my parent class. And more than one class contains same method with the same parameters is nothing but runtime polymorphism, and extends keyword is mandatory in method overriding, right? Extends keyword is mandatory in method overriding. See here, I'm using extend. And now next question is, see here, see here, we have method overloading, right? See here, in this class, see here, what are the constructor names, guys? Method overloading, right? See here, if I use the same methods, if I create same constructor methods in my child class, it will not accept. Are you able to see the error, Return type of the method is missing. Are you able to see the error? Guys, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
See here, you can't create same constructor methods in child class and parent class. It will throw error. We can't override constructor methods. We can't override constructor methods and final methods also. See here, guys, cannot override final methods. We can't override final methods as well. If you want, you can override only the normal methods, means in parent class also we have same methods and child class also we have same methods. And see here, let me remove this one as well. See here, guys, I'm removing the parameters as well. See here, I'm in static Niharika default method, I am in Sangam default method. And see here, method overriding. So now let me delete this one, guys. Are you able to see the final methods and static methods here, ma? Final methods, normal methods, static methods here. Why I'm getting error here? Let me check. Implicit construct. Okay. So now let me change the class name. So refactor rename method overriding example. Okay. Now our issue got resolved. Implicit superconstructor method is undefined for default constructor, must be defined and okay, fine. So now I'm going to create one default constructor as well here. No? Okay. Yeah. This is the reason before I'm in method overloading default constructor method. Yes. Let me remove this particular number here. Okay. So now our issue got resolved. See here, because we don't have default constructor, then we are extending the particular class. So that is the reason. So it is actually we have parameterized constructor, right? That is the reason it is throwing error. And if you remove this parameter, I mean, if you remove everything here, if you remove everything, it will not display any error here, guys. But if you have parameterized constructors in your parent class, at the time it will throw error because it needs a default constructor. Because we'll not call parameterized constructors from child class, guys. That is the reason I have created one default method here, default constructor method here. And if you observe here, we are calling final methods. Are you able to see this line, 41 line?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can able to call final methods from parent class, but we can't override final methods. See here, let me change it to 78 and let me modify this one. Okay, so here I'm going to change it to 567 908 76856 89762. Okay, see here, I'm going to add different things here and I'm going to call. So what is the index value of Prima? What is the value of index 3 here? Do we have 3, guys?
767.
Yeah, 89767. So here I'm changing it to 890. Yeah. So here, Seema, if I call static Niharika, it will call this one only, guys, because we have child method in our class. And if I call here, see, if I call this one, it will call this particular object. If I call final Saujanya, it will call the parent class final methods because we don't have final method here. And if I call Sangram here, it will call child class Sangram method only. See here, it will call child class Sangram only because we have methods in our child class as well. Method overriding means both child class and parent class contain same method name with the same parameter is nothing but method overriding. We can override normal as well as static methods, but we can't override final and constructor methods. Are you able to understand, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
So let me execute now. Are you able to see, guys? I'm in method overloading default constructor method. Why it is calling default? Because we have created object here now. That is the reason. Later on, Sangram default method, Sangram parameterized method, final Saujanya default, final Saujanya parameterized, static Niharika parameterized, and static Niharika parameterized method only. Let me add the output here as well. So this is nothing but our today's class. So if you have any questions in polymorphism, you can ask us. No questions. Polymorphism is a small topic only, but access modifiers is depending on both inheritance and polymorphism. That is the reason I have covered this topic today. Ruchita, Niharika, any questions?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, in real time, where do we use this method overloading?
Where do we use this means for some applications we have different users means For some clients, we have a username, password along with the client code and normal testers. I mean, normal testing purpose, we have only username and password. At the time, we'll use method overloading. But method overriding, mostly we not use method overriding, guys, because we have some default concepts in Selenium. Means get method is there and like navigate method is there. So those you can say those are examples of like method overloading. And you can say like we have implicit, explicit wait and fluent wait. You can take this as an example of method overriding. Able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
But method overriding mostly will not use in real time because already we have one method. Then why do we create another method in another class? Yes, Sangram? Sangram, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions you have?
No, ma'am.
Anybody have any questions? And tomorrow class is important, guys. And tomorrow class it will take minimum 50 minutes. Minimum 50 minutes and maximum 1 hour, 1 hour, 10 minutes. Because in our tomorrow's class, we are going to cover both access and non-access modifiers, public, private, default, as well as protected. These four are access modifiers. And apart from this, we have final and static as well. So we are going to cover non-access modifiers also, guys. Final is a keyword, static is a keyword, and it will work as non-access modifiers as well. And don't miss tomorrow's class, guys. Understand?
Okay.
Yes. So if you have any questions, you can ask, guys. Guys, are you practicing every day? Are you people
Yes,
practicing every day? Are you not getting any questions?
ma'am, actually, I'm working on one of the companies, so I'm not getting time. Weekend
Huh?
daily, I'm practicing.
Okay. Is everything is clear, guys? Each and every topic, the explanation and everything? Yes, I'm asking you.
Yes, ma'am. Explanation is very good, ma'am.
Thank you.
It's also very nice. And my brother also said that he's explaining very nice, ma'am.
Clearly.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Gautam. Thank you for your feedback. Yeah. No questions? Okay, then.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank
My
you
brother
so
said also on the another thing, ma'am.
much.
Gautam, you have to practice only. You have to work hard. She will side. I think నేను చెప్పాలంటే తన దగ్గర నుంచి మంచి ఇంపాక్ట్ ఉంది. నువ్వు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి, అది నీ ప్రాబ్లము.
Yeah. Not only your brother, like Milaga previous batches వాళ్ళు కూడా, so they are also saying the same. Their brothers and sisters, they are also saying the same.
Yes.
So madam
Actually, my brother also working on TCS on some other place. HCL, my brothers are all the I think 2-3 brothers I have.
You think you have 3 brothers, huh? How many siblings you have?
I don't know.
How many siblings you have, brothers?
I have only one sibling. My grandfather's yes.
Yeah. Okay.
వాళ్ళు చెప్తున్నారు మేడం, నువ్వు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోవాలి గౌతమ్, నువ్వు 980 నుండి వెళ్తున్నావు, నువ్వు చేసుకోవాలి అంతేగాని నీకు కొంచెం కష్టం ఉంటది, ఖచ్చితంగా ఉంటది. ఎందుకంటే బీటెక్ చదివిన వాళ్ళు కూడా ఇదే కష్టంగా ఉంటది. కానీ నీకు ఇంకా ఎక్కువ కష్టంగా ఉంటుంది. నువ్వు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి, కొంచెం అర్థం చేసుకోవాలా. మళ్ళీ రియల్ టైమ్ లోకి వచ్చినా కొంచెం కొంచెం ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలి అంతేగాని నువ్వు కింగ్ అని చెప్పుకోలేము. తప్పు అది.
ఇక్కడ నెల్లూరా మీది?
నో మ్యామ్, ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్, చిత్తూరు డిస్టిక్.
చిత్తూరా? ఓకే, ఫైన్.
ఎస్ మ్యామ్, తిరుపతి.
I know Tirupati. It's
Yeah.
basically like our village is also near to Tirupati. 60 to 70 kilometers from my village.
విచ్ విలేజ్ మేడం?
అవన్నీ ఇప్పుడు ఎందుకండి, విలేజ్ ఎక్కడ అవసరం లేదు కదా.
అవసరం లేదు మ్యామ్, జస్ట్ ఆస్కింగ్.
యా, ఈవెన్ నేను నా స్టడీస్ మొత్తం కూడా తిరుపతిలోనే అయ్యాయి అనమాట. సో ఐ నో తిరుపతి.
కానీ నేను చదివినది వచ్చి ఎస్వి యూనివర్సిటీ అండర్ లో చదివాను. కానీ కాలేజ్ అది కాదు, యూనివర్సిటీ అండర్ అంతే.
ఓకే, ఫైన్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మ్యామ్. కానీ మా బ్రదర్స్ అయితే నేను యాక్చువల్ గా నేను మాన్యువల్ టెస్టింగ్ రాజేష్ సాక్ టెక్నాలజీస్ నుండి మాన్యువల్ టెస్టింగ్ చేశాను. బట్ అంత ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ లేదు మా బ్రదర్స్ కూడా. వాళ్ళకి తెలుసా కదా మేడం, ఆల్రెడీ వర్కింగ్ లో కాగ్నిజెంట్ లో యాజ్ ఏ మాన్యువల్ టెస్టింగ్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఆటోమేషన్ చేస్తున్నారు. వాళ్ళే చెప్తున్నారు ఎంత బాగా నేర్పిస్తున్నారు. ఇదే కానీ ఉంటే నేను ఆటోమేషన్ ఫస్ట్ లోనే నాకు ఈ మాన్యువల్ లేకుండా నేను ఆటోమేషన్ కి షిఫ్ట్ అయి ఉంటాను అని చెప్తున్నారు మేడం. అంత రెస్పాన్స్
అయితే జాయిన్ అవ్వని చెప్పండి.
చేస్తానంటున్నారు మేడం. ఇది నువ్వు బాగా నేర్చుకునేసి నేను రెఫర్ చేస్తాను మొత్తం కాగ్నిజెంట్ నుండి అంటున్నారు. కానీ ఇప్పుడల్లా కుదరని పని. ఇప్పుడు యాక్చువల్ గా రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ జరుగుతుంది కదా మేడం, రిక్వైర్మెంట్ లేదంటున్నారు.
Everybody is comfortable with Telugu. Guys, are you able to understand Telugu? I think Saujanya, you don't know Telugu?
Sangram bro, I don't know Telugu.
Sangram, you don't know Telugu? Sangram is busy. Safdar, you also don't know Telugu. Where are you from?
No, I'm from North Lucknow.
Okay, you are from Lucknow. Cool. What about Niharika?
మేడం యాక్చువల్ గా నేను మాన్యువల్ టెస్టింగ్ చేసి 2 months అవుతుంది మేడం. యాక్చువల్ గా నేను మీ క్లాస్ నేను 2 months బ్యాక్ చూసాను, డెమో సెషన్, ఓన్లీ 1 డెమో సెషన్.
Okay.
సో అప్పటి నుంచి నేను పెండింగ్ లో పెట్టేశాను అనమాట. నేను చెప్పాను నాకు ఇట్లా హిమజా మేడం ట్రైనింగ్ అయితే నేను తీసుకుంటాను, లేదంటే నాకు వద్దు, కావాలంటే నేను బయట చూసుకుంటాను అని చెప్పాను. వాళ్ళు ఇంతవరకు వెయిట్ చేసి 2 months వెయిట్ చేసి రీసెంట్ గా మళ్ళీ నాకు అప్డేట్ చేస్తారు. ఇట్లా మళ్ళీ బ్యాక్ టు వర్క్.
మధ్యలో నాకు కొంచెం హెల్త్ ఇష్యూస్ వచ్చినాయి అన్నమాట. సో
ఎస్ మ్యామ్
స్టార్ట్ చేశాను అన్నమాట.
అవును, అదే చెప్పారు. నేను అడగని కావాలంటే నేను 2 months బ్యాక్ జనవరిలోనే నేను యాక్చువల్ గా నేను ఆటోమేషన్ తీసుకోవాలి, బట్ నేను తీసుకోకుండా నేనే స్టాప్ చేసేసాను.
ట్రై హార్డ్ గా.
కానీ ఒక్క డెమో సెషన్ వినిన తర్వాతనే నేను అయిపోయాను. ఖచ్చితంగా తీసుకోవాలి, మేడం దగ్గర తీసుకోవాలి, లేదంటే సైలెంట్ గా ఉండిపోవాలి, లేదంటే అనదర్ చాయిస్ అని చూసుకోవాలంటే నేనే గమనాను.
మన దగ్గర అందరూ బాగా చెప్తారు అనమాట. నాట్ ఓన్లీ రాజేష్ సార్,
అట్లా కాదు మ్యామ్, వే ఆఫ్ టీచింగ్ ఉంటది కదా.
Thank you for your valuable feedback. Saujanya, do you want to say anything?
Yes, ma'am. So yesterday I joined late, so today I've joined on time, and this is a new topic, so I'm able to understand whatever you have explained, and it's very good, ma'am. But I have missed the previous classes, so what I'm thinking is I want to join in the next.
Next batch also you can join.
You will be available, na, ma'am? You will be teaching.
Yeah, I am available, ma'am.
Okay.
I am available. I will take classes. You don't worry. Actually, so last month I went to my hometown. So I had some doctor visits and everything. So that is the reason I am not available for a month. But now I am available. Then I continue my classes.
Okay. So do you have any idea, ma'am, when the next batch will start? Your batch?
Actually, ivala start in kadamma morning new batch.
Morning not possible, ma'am.
If it is not possible, then మీ బ్యాచ్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఇంకో బ్యాచ్ ఉంటుందమ్మా. బికాస్ నేను మళ్ళీ నేను ఆల్రెడీ వర్కింగ్ అనమాట. సో నాకు 9 to 6 నాకు షిఫ్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో ఈవినింగ్, సో మీరు నెక్స్ట్ బ్యాచ్ లో జాయిన్ అవ్వండి. మీకు ఆ 6 topics, ఆ 10 topics కావాలనుకుంటే.
ఓకే. నాకు ఫస్ట్ నుంచి మిస్ అవ్వకూడదు అనిపిస్తుంది. సో
Yeah, you are from Saujanya, you are from US or UK?
I'm actually I'm from Andhra. I'm currently staying in Ireland.
Okay, Ireland, cool. Yeah, Ireland. Yesterday, so me and my husband, we both were discussed about Ireland actually. So one of his friend is in Ireland. So
Okay.
he's also, I mean, his friend and his wife both are working in Ireland, and he's earning more on testing. Actually, they both are working on testing only, and they are nearly getting 12 lakhs. 12 lakhs with all the like with variable pay and I mean without variable pay, without cuttings. They are earning 12 lakhs per month.
Wow. Nice, ma'am. Automation testing, ma'am.
Yeah, I hope you will also get.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
I have
Any-
5+ years of experience in manual testing,
Mhm.
but currently here the openings are more of for automation testing. So I would like to learn Selenium automation tool.
How was the pay there, ma?
Currently I'm working for Indian company, ma'am, remotely.
Mhm.
But here the pay scale is good, like around 60 to 70,000 for manual testers as well, 50 to 70,000 euros per year.
Yeah, euros. Yeah, okay,
Mm.
cool. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So I'll be starting with the next batch.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You are continuing this class and you will listen those 10 classes only, right?
What should I do, ma'am? Actually, I'm still thinking, should I start from fresh, like in the
Okay,
next
then.
batch, or should I continue? I'm not sure.
Actually, we have completed only 7 classes more. So if you miss this, I mean, you can go through the recording, and if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. So I'll take one more class and I will explain all your questions, but don't waste your time. So you need to wait again 2 months.
Okay. 2 months, ma'am. They told me May first week or third week. That's
No,
fine.
again,
Okay, then I'll continue with this batch, ma'am.
yeah, cool.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your valuable feedback. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Yeah, Sangram. Yeah. Sangram, do you have any experience on IT?
Oh, no, ma'am, I don't have any experience on IT, but I have experience in non-IT BPO. I'm working in Cognizant,
Oh,
Bangalore
you
location.
are also from Cognizant. Cool.
Sorry?
You are also from Cognizant?
Yeah, I'm working in Cognizant.
Cool.
You are working in Cognizant?
No, I have started my career with Cognizant long back.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, everyone. And if you have any questions while practicing, or if you have any questions, so in the class also you can ask more. Not only in the class, I mean after the class as well, you can ask. Okay. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.